I'm Dr. Natalie of Light Touch, and I'm here to tell you why we get dry skin in the winter. It's basically two reasons. First of all, there's lower humidity, so we don't have as much moisture in the air, and it does affect our skin. And the other main culprit is the fact that we are in and out of the nice, warm, drying air every time we go into a building. Added to this, if you are aging, you've been in the sun, you tend to have thinner skin and it just doesn't hold the moisture as well. So these three things conspire against us every single winter, and they leave us with tight, dry skin. So how do we combat tight, dry skin? Because honestly, it gets itchy, and by the end of the winter, you could be looking a bit scaly and a bit unpleasant. But don't worry, loads of things you can do. The easiest by far is just to invest in a moisturiser. The moisturisers, they can be quite thick or thin. It very much depends on the needs of your skin, but by using a moisturiser, you can basically trap some of that moisture inside, and it will make your skin feel much smoother. And it will also avoid you itching if your skin's getting drier. The second thing you could do, depending on how badly you're affected, is to invest in a humidifier, because this can pump in a bit more air, a bit more moisture into your atmosphere, and that's actually a brilliant relief of dry, itchy skin. The third thing, I don't really want to tell you, because I know for a fact my husband loves a boiling hot shower to warm up. If he's been out for a bike ride, the first thing he does is literally crank it all up, steam coming out, comes out bright red. That is so bad for your skin in the winter. It is stripping your skin of all of those lovely natural oils that would tend to keep you a bit more moisturised. If you are going to go into that boiling hot shower, then what you ought to be doing is putting on a moisturiser immediately afterwards, because it will seal in any moisture that is in your skin. Another thing to do in the winter is avoid, basically those scratchy washcloths or those scratchy towels, because when you're basically rubbing your skin, if you think about your skin as skin cells as being a little bit like a reptile, okay, they are basically supposed to sit on top of each other really nicely, and they're held together by lovely lipids which seal in the moisture. If you start getting a towel and like yanking on them, they all start jutting up, and all of a sudden they're just not going to be as effective at keeping into the moisture. And I think my final top tip is also around showering, but just be careful of the products that you're using on your skin. Traditional soaps are incredibly drying. So nowadays we're very fortunate. There's fantastic soaps and shower gels that are really much more moisturising, and I would definitely use those in the winter. So there's loads of ways to get a little bit of relief from dry, itchy winter skin. And I would start with a moisturiser. And if you want my top tip for a moisturiser, my favourite one is ZO Body Emulsion. It is by far and away the best one I've ever used, because honestly, you use it in the morning and it keeps your skin moisturised all day. And you cannot say that about many products.